today by Miss Kelsey Swafford. Kelsey, how are you today, madam?
I am good. How are you doing, Tabari?
Oh, I'm all right. And it's funny because now you and I have had a long-standing situation going on for the past few weeks where, and you already know where I'm going with this, and people can't see this right now, but Kelsey has this thing where we've had an ongoing debate about the colors yellow versus orange. And Kelsey swears that everything that she has is yellow, is not orange. And she's had fingernails which have been tangerine, which falls into the citrus family of oranges. And today she is wearing the perfect sweater that is not quite yellow, not quite orange, but right in the middle. So well played, well played.
I was afraid you were going to call this orange and we'd have to turn this whole podcast into a 45-minute argument about it.
Oh, no, we're not going to do that. I just figured I would get it out the way. As soon as I saw you today logging in to the Zoom call, I was like, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. She found the perfect hybrid so I cannot continue to make fun of her potential color blindness, which, given the fact that you drive, could be an issue. So just remember the one in the middle means hold up a little bit. So be that as it may, how's things? It's a little cold and rainy here today in Cincinnati, but, it beats the alternative, I'm sure.
Of what? Sunny and warm?
Well, you know what? I didn't plan that very well when I said it. It was one of those things that sounded good in my mind. I meant to say like we're both healthy because of, pandemic and things of that nature, but I didn't articulate that well. This is off to a rousing start. And I was curious from your view, having read hundreds, if not thousands of comics in your life, what makes for a good comic? Is it the drawing? Is it the art? I'm sure it's part of the story, but what makes a comic like stand out? Because obviously there are hundreds of titles from both major publishers and independents, but I mean, there are certain titles now that have gone across generations, like Batman, as you mentioned, one of your favorites. Batman's been around since Bob Kane drew that thing in like the 1930s. Stan Lee, he had been around for forever. It was almost surprising that Stan actually passed because he had been around for so long. So in your view, what makes for a good comic book? And why do people, you think, really enjoy these characters like this?
I think, as with anything, a compelling character that they feel they can connect with on some level, or story, or it's just kind of a genre they enjoy and it's done really well. I think, comics across the board has a lot of great art. I think there are certain titles that you get a very, like a perfect fit of writer and artist to story. Like the art just fits the story and the tone of it so well. Like Tom King and Mitch, I believe his last name is pronounced Jared's, not entirely sure on that. His art style and what they did with that book just completely set the tone of it over the top, and like that was such a fantastic book.